Developing news now at 6 o'clock on a story the I-Team has followed for months. Tonight, the Connecticut State Colleges and Universities system has a new leader.
In fact, just within the past hour, Natalie Braswell has been appointed the interim chancellor. The system's previous two chancellors stepped down amidst a lot of controversy. Your consumer investigative reporter Cassidy Williams has been following this story since the very beginning and joins us now with the latest. Cassidy.
Well, it's been just over a month since former interim chancellor John Meduco resigned, only days after someone filed a sexual harassment complaint against him. Tonight, the Board of Regents says one of the main things they were looking for in the next interim chancellor was crisis management experience, and they say Natalie Braswell is the right choice. Now, Natalie Braswell has served as general counsel for Governor Lamont for the last 3 years. Before that, she served as the state's comptroller. New board chair Ari Santiago says she's what the system needs during this time of transition.
Natalie approaches challenges directly. She assesses situations clearly, brings stakeholders together, and focuses on practical, forward-looking solutions. Exactly what we need at this time.
And just a couple minutes ago, we got a statement from Braswell that says she understands the challenges that the system faces and that she's never shied away from a challenge and is looking forward to this opportunity. Now, they will then still keep moving forward for a nationwide search for a permanent chancellor. Your consumer investigative reporter, Cassidy Williams, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.